Happy Friday, Coyotes. I'm here with Dean Srinivas at the Jack Brown College, and we are doing a little get to know her. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Thank you, Monica, and hello, everybody. It's great to be here as your new dean and interim dean, and currently in my role here. And before this, I was an administrator and a faculty member at Cal Poly Pomona for many, many years, and then got the call to come here and serve. And I'm delighted to be here and meet all of our wonderful faculty and students and staff. And I'm sure you're just as proud to be a part of this family as I am.
I'd love to know a little bit about your culture. What is your cultural background?
Sure, Monica. I was born in the southern part of India and did my high school over there and my undergraduate as well as my graduate studies, and then came over here to the US to do my PhD and have been here ever since. I got my PhD from Penn State University in Pennsylvania, and then subsequently worked in upstate New York at a small liberal arts college, and then moved over to Southern California. You can imagine why. Part of it had to do with the amazing weather that we have here in Southern California, and came to Cal Poly Pomona and worked there for a long time as a faculty member, department chair, various administrative positions, and then got the call from San Bernardino, and I'm thoroughly pleased to be here.
Very nice. So when you came to the United States, what were some of the challenges that you faced, and what advice could you give students like us that are international students and students that are non-California natives to embrace their culture and keep true to themselves?
Mm-hmm. So I think it really depends on your experiences while you were in your home country and your native country, and then coming here. So to the extent that you come from cultures where there's lots of diversity and lots of people coming in and out, it makes it a little easier. But when you come from a culture that is a little bit more homogenous, then the challenges of entering a new environment are much more. But my advice is to treat it like an adventure. Just as you would, if you were traveling, your goal is to learn as much as possible and to keep things in balance and not constantly compare where you are with where you came from, but rather treat that as a unique experience and try to learn as much as you can from whatever you're experiencing without any biases or without any preconceived ideas, and learn to become a part of that culture while still maintaining your unique identity.
Wow, that is wonderful advice. They're very inspiring. Well, we don't want to take a lot of your time, so just one last question. Mm-hmm. We all are really food motivated. Mm-hmm. So what is the food that makes you feel like home? Like your comfort food?
My comfort food is something called a dosa, which is actually like a pancake, except it's made with fermented dough, and it's got lots of yummy fillings and so on. So when I want a special treat, that's what I go to.
Wow, that sounds delicious. All right, well, anything that you would like to add? Anything that you would like to tell our global ambassadors or Cal State students?
Yes, absolutely. I think one of the important lessons that we can take is that the world really has more things in common than differences. But that doesn't mean you don't recognize differences and the unique challenges each of us faces as we adjust to a new environment. But to recognize that the human experience at its very core tends to have a lot of things in common. But the way we express it and the way we verbalize some of those might be different. And I think the underlying word that I would like to emphasize is respect. You may be different, but it's the respect that needs to be there regardless of where you come from or where you're going.
Wow, that is beautiful advice. Thank you, and keep on following us to hear some more about our experiences.
Thank you, Monica. Thank you to all the global ambassadors.